There are rare moments in the history of science when silence speaks louder than any explosion. And this is one of them. It wasn't a comet tearing through the sky, a star collapsing under its own weight, or a newborn galaxy sparking into life that sent shockwaves through the scientific community. No, what set off the alarms was silence itself. The James Webb Space Telescope, our most advanced eye on the universe, parked nearly 1 million miles away, was scanning a region of the cosmos long assumed to be utterly lifeless. A blank spot, a void between galaxies, nothing to see, nothing to record, just cosmic emptiness. But what Webb found there shattered that assumption. And then something even stranger happened. The darkness moved, slowly, deliberately, as if it was aware we were watching. What the telescope recorded next forced scientists, astrophysicists, mathematicians, cosmologists to rethink everything we thought we knew, because this was no black hole, no neutron star, no object known to science. It was something else, something that behaved as though it could think, as though it could react, as though it could remember. It began during a deep field survey of the Eridanus supervoid, a mysterious expanse already infamous for its cold spots and strangely low galaxy density. Webb was calibrating sensors for a mapping project when it picked up an anomaly. At first glance, it seemed too symmetrical to be natural, but far too chaotic to be artificial. Instead of galaxies or interstellar gas, Webb saw a perfect circle of silence. No light escaped, none bent around it. This wasn't gravitational lensing. This was more like a hole in the rules of physics itself. And then, over the course of days, the perimeter began to fluctuate. Not like a star orbiting, not like cosmic turbulence, more like breathing. Scientists quickly analyzed the light distortions around the anomaly. What they found was more unsettling than any supernova. The flickers weren't random. They followed a sequence, first 2, then 3, then 5, then 7, then 11. Prime numbers. Even more chilling, this wasn't an electromagnetic signal. Not radio, not infrared, not gamma. It was a direct disturbance in space-time itself. Webb's gyroscopes recorded microscopic shifts, matching each pulse, as if the object was nudging reality at its foundations. It wasn't just breaking the rules of physics, it was mocking them. Mathematicians confirmed it. The pulses weren't natural, they carried precision, intention. No stellar object behaves this way, not quasars, not dark matter, not rogue planets. The rhythm was unmistakably artificial. Maybe not alive, but aware. It reappeared only fractions of a degree away from its original spot. Imperceptible to the naked eye, but catastrophic to calculations. Because if something can move without leaving a trail, it means it's not bound by light. It's not bound by time. Quantum theory offers only one parallel: entangled particles reacting instantly across distance. But this wasn't subatomic. This was the size of a moon. When scientists mapped its shifts, the pattern grew even more disturbing. The jumps formed a spiral pointing toward Earth. By month 4, the question was no longer, is it dangerous? The question was, is it thinking? It was behaving like it knew it was being observed. Scientists coined a chilling phrase for it: responsive geometry. Some whispered it might be a dimensional antenna. Others speculated it was a living construct, anchored in place, waiting. An AI system trained on alien pattern recognition tried processing the data. It froze, looped, and finally returned one word in its error log: recognized. The implication was horrifying. This wasn't a discovery, it was a reply. Soon after, the object began emitting something else, not radiation, not heat, but a kind of resonance, an echo synchronized with its pulses. And when mapped in 3 dimensions, the sequence formed a helix, nearly identical to human DNA. Coincidence? Maybe. But the timing intervals also matched genetic codons, the very building blocks of our biology. It was as if the object didn't just know us, It had always known us. That's when everything went silent. Public data streams were delayed. Observatory logs vanished. Press releases turned vague and bureaucratic. Key scientists quietly resigned. Insiders whispered that international space agencies had convened emergency sessions, not because the object threatened us, but because no one could prove it wasn't already here. AI confirmed it wasn't random. Nested triangles, circles, recursive geometry, a deliberate design, and then nothing. The silence remains, but the possibility lingers that it never left. It simply stopped letting us see it. So what did Webb uncover out there? A silent watcher in the dark? A signal to the worthy or the foolish? Or maybe a glitch in reality itself? The terrifying truth is this: the deeper we stare into the void, the more the void seems to stare back. What we thought was emptiness may actually be a mirror. And maybe, just maybe, something on the other side has noticed us. James Webb didn't just collect data, it opened a door. And what waits behind it may change everything, not just about the universe, but about us. If this story shook your view of what's out there, hit that like button, subscribe for more chilling discoveries, and turn on notifications, because the universe may not stay silent much longer. This isn't science fiction anymore. This is science reacting.